Hey folks, it's me Al here over at One Man Indie, and I am back with yet another, probably pretty short, devlog on Slime Kingdom: An Unlikely Adventure, Episode 2, The Chieftain's Daughter. What I did so far, and I really didn't, with all the holiday stuff going on, with everything else going on my channel, didn't really get a lot of artwork stuff done, but I did begin the process of making maps, or I guess map backgrounds, and started to add them into the game. What you're looking at now is footage of me doing that. This is from the last stream from last week, and you're seeing me probably going back and forth between Photoshop and the internet, and I'm looking at inspiration for different kind of things like mountain roads, how they look, how they work, how I can make sure that mine looks at least sensible and logical in terms of actually using them and stuff like that. So that's what you're basically looking at right here for that. So after I had like a general idea of how they should look, then I got down to work. I started basically just taking the assets from the last time I made Slime Kingdom Episode 1, expanded on that so we can actually make the kind of backdrops. I also added items, like actual like set pieces, whatever, so you can actually put on the road too, trying to give it a little bit of life and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe I might put some bushes on there. I'm thinking about it. Maybe not. But aside from that, that's pretty much it. It's fairly straightforward. It's not really anything all that hard to do. It's just sometimes it's a little tedious because you have to think how you have to plot it out, how you have to plan it out, and actually trying to make it look good. So now what we have so far is this. All in all, not too bad, right? Pretty good place for a decent start, at least. Now, while I was in the process of making these maps, I was also trying to, I guess, further flesh out the story in my mind and how I want this to actually start out. Because the episode is going to start off from the perspective of this one particular character who happens to be the daughter of the chieftain of this, I guess, bad guy collective that lives in and around the Cracked Peaks, which is the mountain range that's in my game. And for some reason or another, I mean, I have it in, I don't want to spoil it. Because for some reason or another, she has to leave. So I'm thinking about the way, in terms of story, in terms of narrative, how I want to have that play out. And in order to do that, I have to kind of plan out how her environment is. So I took some time and kind of drew up a weird rough sketch, and you're probably looking at it right now, of where everything is going to be. So she's going to be living in a fort, which you'll see on the far right, and on the next to the fort, or I guess in front of it, or before you get to the fort, there is the village, and then there's the road to the mountains, and all of this is surrounded by a mountain at the time. Plus the fort is actually built into a mountain. And that's where everything's going to, I guess that's logically how I have it settled in my mind, in terms of how this is going to lay out. So with that, that's pretty much was it. I really didn't have anything else much more to do with that. I did some artwork on the side when I had time, but I guess I'm pretty much going to be just maybe going a little slower because this is the holiday season and everybody got gifts to give, and there's also New Year's, and so these type of things will kind of maybe slow things down. At least I'm up and going into the new year, but I'm hoping in January to really pick it up then. So I hope that you'll stick around for that. If you do, please feel free to hit that thumb, subscribe, ring the bell, and ring it again. Make sure the algorithm can bless your boy and my channel can continue to grow. And on that note, I want to wish you the happiest of holidays if I don't see you again, the happiest start to your new year, and hopefully we can make 2023 an awesome one. But on that note, have a great one. Bye-bye.